Hello beautiful people, welcome to ERD Stitches YouTube channel. I'll say a big thank you to my subscribers. Those stopping by for the first time, I'll say thank you for stopping by, and don't leave without subscribing. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. So today we are going to learn how to make this beautiful lunch bag. Stay tuned and God bless you. Okay, these are the fabrics we use for the lunch bag. I have here my taffeta fabrics. I have 2 pieces. So the width is 10 inches and the length is 20 inches. So the 2 pieces are of the same size, 10 inches by 20 inches. I have lining 2 pieces for it. I also have my insulator that will make it to be very warm, that can make the food flask to keep your food warm. The size of the insulator I'm using here is 1/2 inch. You can use 1/2 inch for your own. If you can't see this in your area, you don't want to use this, you can as well use your 1/2 inch foam. So I have my material for the pocket. I have 7 inches by the width and 7 inches for the length. I have my zip cloth, 20 inches length. Then I have another zip cloth, 7 inches length for the pocket. But this zip length, if you are a beginner, please don't cut exactly this size. You can add excess. When you finish sewing, you trim off the excess. I have my belt to tape the pocket. I also have here material for my handle. This material here, I have 2.5 inches here by 13 inches. The same with the insulator and also lining for it. I have belt for my D-ring. The D-ring I'm using is 1.5 inches. I have 2 here, so the length of the belt also is 1.5 inch belt, and the length of this belt I'm using here is 13 inches. The same thing goes for this one. That's for the 2 side handles. I'm using this for the 2 side handles. I have my tape here. This is 1 inch tape, so I'll use it to tape the I use this to tape the lunch bags to cover the rough edges. So I have also my 1.5 inch belt for the 2 side and front and back handles. So for the front handle I have 39 inches, while for the back handle I have 49 inches, so it has extra 10 inches. So I also have my D-ring for the handle and my zipper head for my zip. So now the next thing now we're going to is to go to our machine to start our sewing. So I'll be explaining to you the stage by stage on how I achieve this bag. Now let's get started. Okay, now what we are going to do is we'll start from the pocket. So we'll fold the pocket into 2 this way and notch the midpoint. You notch it. I will also pick one of the bodies, the bodies of the clothes, which is 2 pieces. I will also notch the midpoint. So now I will pick my pocket zip cloth. This is the front of the zipper. So I'll put it facing the right side of my fabrics. So I'm going to sew it. I'm sewing it on the side that I did not notch. You remember I notched down here, so I'm sewing it up here. I'll just put it and sew it with my seam allowance. So I'm done stitching it. Now I'm going to move it this way and top stitch on the fabrics. You make sure that the allowance is on the fabric side. Then I will top stitch on the fabrics. So this is what I have now after top stitching. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to fix my zip head to it. So I'll have to open here a little. So this is my zip head. I've already fixed it now. See it. So this is the zip head. So now that I've fixed my zip head, I can cut out the excess zip I have. Now I can cut it out. So the next thing I'm going to do now is bring one of my bodies, the front part that I notched before. So I will bring this one also. Now I will make sure that 2 points that I notch match together. Then I will collect my taping, my belt, and place it on top of here and stitch my zip to hold my zip down on the bodies. So I'm going to stitch my zip like this, my belt like this way, and also this way. Okay, I've taped it down. So this is now our pocket. So what I'm doing next now is I will sew the handle. Remember, our front handle is 39 inches, the belt. So this is the belt for the front. So I'm going to just place it here, make sure that it's equal with my leather. Just place it on top here. So I will sew it till here, sew it this way, and sew it this way. I will also take this one, place it here also. I will sew it this way, also sew it this way, and sew it down. Okay, now I'm done taping our handle down, sewing it down. This is what I have, and this is our pocket now. You can see it is our pocket. So now I'm going to sew my side handle that has the deal ring. So what I'm going to do now, from this place that my handle stopped, I'm going to measure 3 inches from here. From here to here is 3 inches. I will indicate it, or you notch it. You use your leather marker, or you notch it. So I'm going to carry my D ring and place it on this 3 inches point, and I will stitch it this way, and this way. I will also do the same thing on this side. So I'll put the right side of my fabrics zipper cloth facing my leather this way. Then I will now bring my lining and now put my lining. This is the right side of my lining, so it's facing the right side of my leather. So I put the lining on top of it this way. Then I will stitch. Remember the foam, the leather, the zipper, and the lining. So I'm going to stitch on it now. Okay, we have this. This is what we have now. So I'm going to turn it like this. And top stitch. I'll top stitch it down. So I'll top stitch on it this way. So I'm done top stitching, and this is what I have for the front. See it very well. And this is the back. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to sew the sides this way, and this way. So this is what we have now for the front. Okay, now I'm going to fix my This rain is disturbing me. I will do also this side. Somewhere here. So you make sure they are equal here. Then you pull your zip head. So we have fixed our zip head now. Okay, now we are going to start the back. Remember when we are doing the front, we folded it horizontally this way to get our midpoint. So for this back, we are going to fold it this way vertically to get the midpoint. So I'm going to notch the midpoint now. So I've notched the midpoint, you can see it. So now on this side, remember I notched the midpoint here. So on this side now, I'm going to, from this point, I'm going to measure 6 inches from this point. This is 6 inches. I'll measure 6 inches here also. So I'm going to rule it as a straight line now. So this is it now. From here to here, 6 inches. So I'll bring my front. This is the notch point of my front. So I'll measure from this starting of this my belt to the notch point what I have. So as I measured it, I have 3 inches. So from this my notch here, I'm going to measure 3 inches here. I will also measure 3 inches to this place. So now I'm going to sew the back belt on this point. Remember the back belt is 49 inches long. So I'll put it here this way. I will sew it to this point. Then I'll turn it this way. Put it also. Make sure you measure. Make sure that the space you have here is equal to what you have here. So I'm going to put this one on this place also, and sew it to this line. That's what I'm going to do now. So this is what I have now after sewing. See, it is stopped at the 6 inches line. So now I'm going to sew the hand. So I'll bring my foam, my leather, my foam, and my lining. I will sew it this way, this way, this way, and this way. Then I will use my tape pin to tape it round. Okay, this is what I have now for the handle. I have taped it. I've taped the 2 sides. So from this point, I'm going to take in 1 inch. So from here, I'm taking in 1 inch. And from here also, I'm taking in 1 inch. So I'll make it a straight line. So from this 1 inch line, I'll put my hand on it this way. So I will sew from, measure from here to here 3 inches. I will sew it down 3 inches. That's, I will put my tape this way. I will sew till 3 inches. Here also, I will put my tape and also sew to 3 inches. So when I put it this way, I will sew it this way, and this way. There also, I'll put this side, I'll sew this way, and also this way. So I'm done joining the hand. I sewed this way, this way, this way, this way. Then I went this way, and this way. That's what I did on the 2 sides so that it can be very firm. Now is the time to sew our lining and our foam. So now we have our fabrics. Remember, is fabrics, foam, then put our lining. Fabric, foam, and lining. So I'm going to top stitch it round. I'll sew it round. That's what I'm going to do now. Okay, this is what we have now after sewing it. This is the front and this is the back. You can see the foam is inside. So I'm going to trim the excesses now out before we now start doing the joining both the front and the back together. I'm just trimming the excess out so we can move forward. Okay, now we are going to start to couple the front and the back together. This is the center of my front. This is my notch point, and this is the notch point of my back. So I'm going to put it wrong side facing each other. The wrong side will face each other. I will make sure that they are together. The two notch points are together. Then I will start to sew. I'll sew it round. When I get to this place, you will just push your back to align here, align, and sew. Then when you get here, you also turn it. You see the way I turned it? You sew. When you get here, you also turn and sew. That's the way we are going to sew it now. Okay, I'm done joining the two sides, as you can see. So the next thing that we are going to do now is to tape it round. We are going to use our taping belt. Put it on it this way and sew it round to cover the rough edges. As you sew, you arrange it. As you sew, you arrange it and sew it round. That's what I'm going to do now. Okay, I'm done taping it. You can see I'm done taping it round. So the next thing now is to fix our handle. So this is our buckle. It has front and back. The back is where it's closed here. So you make sure that your belt enter from the back. This is the back. From the back this way and pass through the front to the back again this way. So I'm also starting, see the way I'm putting it like this. Then I will sew. First I have to burn the mouth of my belt so that it will not loose. I use lighter to burn it. Then I will sew. Then on this side I will first pass it from here this way through the handle. Then you make an allowance there, pass it like this and bend it this way to pass it again this way. So this is what I have now. So I'm going to bring this down like this and sew. So by the time I finish sewing it, my handle will be ready. It will be this way. So you can adjust it down, you can also adjust it up, but I'm going to sew it now on my sewing machine this way. Okay guys, I'm done sewing the handle, and this is our bag. Our lunch bag is ready. This is it. You see it, you can adjust it down or you can adjust it up here. Anyway, you can bring it down with the adjuster. This is your pocket, front pocket here. You can even put money here, snacks money. And this is the lunch bag. See, waterproof, very strong. So thank you for watching till the end of this tutorial. God bless you and see you in the next tutorial. But please don't forget to like, share my videos to your family and friends, and also watch the adverts that comes up whenever you're watching my video. Thank you and God bless you. Bye.